So I'm Peter Boyd, managing partner of a firm of solicitors who happen to be called Boyd Property, because we kind of started off the business as it is now with very much a property focus, and we retained that very strongly for 4 years, and then something happened. Was it last year? It wasn't that we just did property. We did a variety of other things, but we decided that we'd try and stand out from the opposition by concentrating on property and taking a slant on estate agency that was as good as the people who only did in estate agency, the Retties, the Struts, various people like that. So we had a very strong focus on property to emphasise we were not just the same as any other solicitor or estate agent who maybe did estate agency as an aside to their main business, and it was good money, but they didn't do it very effectively. So that was the point. Let me just, I say, briefly explain who we are, because it is a contact meeting, and I suppose I might to sell myself or to tell you who Boyd Property are. We are a niche boutique. I don't like the word, but it does describe what we are, practice in the West End. Now we major on having a shop front. We're not up some stair, we're not in some fancy glass office in Quarter Mile or at Cargo or Tollcross, anything like that. We have a shop front, and we delight in that shop front. We do a range of things, I say, from estate agency, from repossessions at 60,000 to, I think the most expensive one we have at the moment is 1.5 million, but we do a range of properties, and we have succeeded thus far anyway in emphasising quality, quality, quality. So we are very particular about the photographs we have for properties, because that's the way most of you, if you've ever seen any property schedules, will have some idea of what a legal practice is about. So we always have a professional photographer. He does the schedules, he does the layout plans, he does the Google thing. They're very high quality print, and we insist on that. We won't compromise. Some client says, well, sorry, I don't want to pay that. We say, well, that's fine, go elsewhere, because that's our signature. We don't advertise. Our signature is our property shop and the quality and what we do with the schedules. And our view is that in the market over the last 12 months, you need to get people into properties. You're trying to get them in. And the first point of contact, or the first bit they're seeing of this property, is what's online, or going into ESBC or a property shop, what is on the schedule. Are these photographs good? Do they give a good impression? Now there's an argument, well, maybe you're overselling it, because a professional photographer, the lens is excellent and we're getting great views of rooms, but the average is that we're getting people into properties, get a good feel of what it's about. So property estate agents say, we also, I think this other USP, we're the only legal practice that I know of, maybe I haven't researched too much, who's open 7 days. We have a weekend manager appointed now who's there Saturday and Sunday. All phones are being answered, so if you put your property on with us, you don't need to worry about my lawyers closed at the weekend, what happens. They phone us, we can arrange viewings. It's going on the whole time. Now she's there as well to develop business. You guys are all here to make contacts, to get business, that kind of thing. We're right at the forefront of that. She's there to develop business. Every single person that phones up who wants to see one of our properties might be potential business. We're a very small part of the market, and these people may buy somebody else's property, and in that case we say, well, we can offer you a conveyancing package, or can we come out and do a valuation for you? So it's truly a 7-day service. Thursdays we're open to 7 o'clock, and we're looking at, certainly at the turn of the new year, we see ourselves being open to 9 o'clock 5 days a week as well. We have the asset, we have the resources. It doesn't cost a lot more to have decent staff in evenings and weekends as well. So that's why I think we're unique. It doesn't mean we're the best, but I think we're looking all the time at unique marketing angles. So we cover the property average, we cover the estate agency angle. We run on average 80 to 90 properties at any one time. We don't have, as a lot of the estate agents have, valuers going out who are anonymous and go out to see you, see your house, value it, get it on the books, and then you never hear from them again. Only the people in our office, we're employed in our office, who deal with the sales, and occasionally me, if somebody's on holiday, goes out and values the house. So the person that values it is also marketing it for you, and we'll keep in touch and all that kind of thing. We think that's very important, because the other USP of our business in this current market is personal service, and we're very conscious of that. So estate agency, we do the conveyancing, which it's an important process. We don't get hung up on the law about conveyancing. As far as you're concerned, you just want to get from A to B without any hassle. You don't want to know about the complications of title deeds unless they affect you. You don't want to know about the other solicitor taking a hell of a long time. We don't have the title deeds yet. You just want to get efficiently from A to B. So it's a process. It's an admin process to some extent, or more and more these days. We just want to do it efficiently for you to get from A to B. So we have a separate team on the legal and the conveyancing side. We looked at our business plan last year in April. We saw suddenly the numbers were coming down. Suddenly the valuations were coming down. We knew that the new house market was not good at that stage. And we reckoned something really bad is going to be happening here. So we revisited our whole business plan. We looked at our costs. We looked at staff we had. The only person we made redundant was our cashier because the volume was down. She got an excellent job in 2 weeks as an inspector of the Law Society. So she was delighted. We were delighted. And my partner said, well, it's in times like this, an owner gets on the till. So she got on the till. She's done all the accounting for a year. We built the business back up, and we now have a very experienced law cashier accountant in the business. But the other thing we radically did was look at what we did. We'd always done wills, we'd always done trusts, but we didn't market them, we didn't do them as a speciality, and we didn't charge enough. So it was a bit of a hassle. If you phoned me up and said, listen, you bought me my house, I need a couple of wills, I go, yeah, okay, with a sigh. You'd send me the stuff, I'd do it, we'd charge you £50 or £75, and that was the way it went. We'd always done business and commercial stuff. We'd like to get it, but we weren't doing it as a speciality. We spread it around within the business, and we did all that kind of stuff. We had toyed with letting. It's just an adjunct to estate agency, so we knew we should have done letting, but let's face it, estate agency and property selling was doing so well, we were concentrating on bringing the money in that way, so we had to look at that. So from the business plan, we changed the whole thing, and over the last 6 to 8 months, we've been taking on staff from the end of last year. Firstly, on the property management, property letting side, we headhunted somebody from grant management and also a marketing person. So we started that from scratch, total risk. But we had a reasonable knowledge of what our clients did. We had lots of clients who did letting, and that's building up really well. Wills and trusts as well. We thought, right, we'll get us somebody in who has some specialist knowledge. We'll make it a cost centre. We'll try and develop it that way. It's almost like a business within a business. So they have a marketing. We'll do marketing. They have a marketing budget. They have an expertise, and we feel justified in charging decent fees now. And I feel confident that if any of you phoning me up for a will, we've got the guy who does it. I'll say, great, lovely, super, instead of my old reaction of, well, I'm not sure if we really want to do this kind of idea. On the small business side, we're negotiating with a lawyer just now, because one of the things about recession has been fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Tremendous opportunities, because you to get the best out of yourself, get the best out of your business, turn it around, and the ability to get the quality of staff we've never been able to get for 15 years, 20 years. They always bypassed us. The agent, we say, we'd send them to the big firms because the big firms pay the big fees. They never crossed our desk, the quality of these lawyers. We now are getting real quality CVs, real quality lawyers, and we're able to look at people and be very selective. And on the business side, we're looking at people just now who were made redundant by some of the big firms, McLean, Murray and Spence, and that kind of thing. They're seeing the kind of opportunity they can get with a small boutique firm like us. So we're looking to take on somebody who has really good business experience, has a really good marketing attitude, because that's 50% of it. We're not going to take on a lawyer simply because he is a good lawyer. We're going to take him on because he's a good lawyer. That's a given, and he's going to be able to go out there and get business. So we're looking at concentrating on SMEs. We do a lot of shop sales, carry-out sales, small office contracts, and that kind of thing. So we're now concentrating on these in different ways. So it's like 4 businesses within a business is the way, or 5 businesses within a business is the way we're looking at it. USPs, which I think we have in terms of hours of opening and that kind of thing. I think you say recession, it's been hellish, but it does throw up, it does bring out the best in you.